What's up, everybody? This is Omar the Creative, and you are now watching What's the Motivation? So I'm working on a concept now, right? So as a coach contributor, you are in a position to have influence. That's what that is, right? So I get a chance to take my ideas and then just really birth them out into the public and to see how they take, with people. So my thinking is kind of more like I look around DC, I look around what I feel like is happening in the industry, and I try to think more about what's missing, what's not here. What do we need at this point? What's the frustration? What am I sick and tired of seeing or doing or whatever the case may be? That's not elevating me, or I feel like not elevating the culture. And so whatever I deem that to be, then I try to recreate, bring something new, or, and it's not a whole lot new under the sun. I just put my particular spin on the way I feel like something should take place. So that's and now from there, I'm working on bringing another project to the table. So it's going to take it's been taking a little bit of time because it's going to take some investment to really build out the way we see it, but we on that journey. We're working towards it now. So researching, getting plans together, engaging with different government agencies, as well as architects and others that we might have to get involved in this project to really bring it to life. So we're on that journey at this point, and I'll be able to talk more about it in the future. Can't give you everything right now, but something's coming. My mother used to say to me about, we used to talk about purpose, right? And she says, you have to find the fight that you're looking for. The thing that's in you that you can't shake. It's like it's bothering your soul, right? And so it's like I have to do something about it. I remember growing up that I hated bullies all my life. Like that and in my mind I be thinking, I can't wait for the day that motherfucker come for me, dog. I'm waiting on him, right? I had a situation happen like that when I was in the sixth grade. I got into that fight. I won that fight. I ain't had to fight another time growing up over Southeast, man. I was like, I got my respect on that one right there, right? But what ended up happening, and I know this is probably going to sound crazy. So I have an older brother. He also went to Morgan. And when I was in high school, I would come up for different parties and stuff like that. Now, Red Essence was my favorite go-go band of all time. And Red Essence was supposed to play there. So I'm like, oh, man, I gotta go. So for 2 months straight, all I'm talking about, I'm going up Morgan to see Red Essence, with my brother, right? So I go up, man, we deep, right? All his college homies, and we go to the show, whatever. So, but it's end up happening that I see D. Floyd and White Boy, like, get out the van. So I'm like, all right, bet. It was like a New York DJ in one room, supposed to be Red Essence in the other. And about an hour go by, and they never played. So come to find out, I guess the promoters who put it on didn't have all their money or something. It was a business issue, and Red Essence went home, man, and did not play. And I was so mad. And I remember feeling like, because the dudes who did it was from New York. Now, whatever New York cranky DJ, he was there. It was on the New York side of this party. It was just amazing. But they slighted DC in that way. I never forget that, and I was pissed off. And on the ride home, I just remember thinking, that's what we get for letting somebody else do for us what we supposed to be doing for ourselves. And it's weird, but there's only two things I really like doing in this world, and that's helping people and partying. That's all I really want to do. And so from there, I'm like, when we got the chance to, I got in college and we got a chance to start bringing, get enough money to bring bands to school. I'm like, I'm going to show these cats how to do a proper go-go. We ain't getting started no more. We in the driver's seat now. So that's what that was about. And so every time I do anything, as I'm, bringing stuff to the table in terms of contributions to our culture or for this culture, that's what I'm thinking. Like, for me, when it came to the creation of Black Alley, I already knew at the time, DC was not in need of another band, or not in need of another place to come just shake your ass. But what we needed was a band that could have the potential to move past just a local status. And I feel like, me and Black Alley took those steps to do that. And I'm going to try to do the same thing with a similar project, not the similar project, but another project that I'm working on next. You know what, man? I'm encouraged by what's happening on the D&B scene now. I think, what you're seeing is the early years, of this authentic art from this area where people are showing that they're viable, Like, you got to think, man. One, shout out to, Tabby Bonet and, a lot of the cats, Nonchalant, Section 8 Mob, Lost Jenna, and all these groups that were earlier trying to get, like a hip-hop movement or just even themselves as artists on, and they may have had their 1 or 2 records, but then later on you get, your Raheem Devons, and then for real, Wale. I think he doesn't get enough. I know how we feel, but at the same time, I don't allow nobody to disrespect Wale around me. That's the truth of it, because he gave a lot of clout to this area, and then from that, other, you gotta understand, other labels will say, oh, well, if he was successful, there can't just only be one. So now, other people who are trying to looking at DC like, what's up? What y'all down there doing? What's going on? I need to find me the next Wale, right? So I think he's been the most, viable artist over a certain period of time than any artist from here. Now there's other guys I like, but I'm like, man, I want to see them do well. Like, man, Shy Glizzy, you got, I don't know what happened with Fat Trail, man. I thought he was about to really do it, and then, Will the Rapper had that one joint. I'm like, oh, this joint like this. Yeah. Pull up, hop out. That was one of the flyest joints ever, man. Fill our day. So it's like, we hitting you from different angles here, man. Like, these cats is like the goal lane. Man, I really, really, really rock with Slim. So Ari Lennox now, so like, these are people who, if you around here, man, you can see them up and down U Street at any point in time. We kick it. Hey, we gonna catch up from Busboys to Benz to Live to wherever. We out here, man. So you got up and up. So it's like, for me, we were like this Renaissance. We're in this Renaissance period. A new Renaissance. They talk about, like, DC was the first Renaissance, man, before the Harlem Renaissance. So you got Duke Ellington and them cats down here jamming, man. Setting the stage for history. And now I feel like we are in that time frame. We're living somewhere inside of that time frame now, where cats is trying to figure it out. We don't really have no music industry here. Like the business piece of it, the structure of it, the money, all those things ain't here. But the talent, the hustle, the want to, the go hardness, the cats, what they say now, getting it out the mud. Like, we specialize in that, So that's what's happening now. It's a special time. Like I said, for me, it's always about trying to see how I can add to something where it's not being, redundant, right? So the last thing I did, man, was the leap year sneaker formal with my good brother Trey from the original UCB, man, and me, him, and also Eric, and then my Omar, the creative team. You know, we came together and we did a leap year sneaker form. It was beautiful. Who knew it was going to actually also double as a New Year's Eve party? Because 2 weeks later, COVID hit and shut shit down. But that was the last cool project. Well, yeah, before COVID happened, and then we came back with the urban wellness piece, and now, like I said, I'm working on turning my my warehouse space into something viable for DC to come and rock with.